Nyajong and hello to all of you. In today's video, I wanted to show you how to make coconut jello. And this jello is the one that I grew up eating. My auntie would make it for us for parties, for festivals, for Easter, for pretty much any holiday. And it's so easy to make. I wanted to share this recipe so that all of you can make it yourself at home as well. Super fun. You can be pretty creative with it. So let's just go straight into it and I'll show you how to make it because it's pretty straightforward. This jello is going to be stabilized with agar-agar powder, and agar-agar powder is basically made from seaweed extract, which makes this jello vegetarian and also vegan friendly. And this is the packet that I like to use. You can definitely find this at pretty much any Asian grocery store. Now, in order for agar-agar to set and stabilize, it does need to be cooked in liquid. Using agar-agar creates a more firmer jello compared to if you're going to be using gelatin. So I'm going to be making a 2-layer jello using coconut milk and coconut water. The first layer is the coconut milk layer. So in the pot, I'm going to add in some sugar, the agar-agar powder, some salt, 1 pandan leaf that I bind like this. I'm going to add in some coconut water along with coconut milk. Give this a stir and then turn on the heat and allow this to come to a boil. Now for agar-agar powder to work and stabilize, it does need to be cooked in liquid, so make sure you bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn off the heat and then remove the pandan leaf before putting it into the mold. So you can definitely use any pan or silicone mold that you like. I'm using a 8x3 aluminum cake pan here. But if you have a really good silicone mold, you could definitely use that so that the jello can be a lot easier to release after it sets. But I'm just going to be using this pan today since I have it handy. I'm going to go ahead and add in the coconut milk layer first. This is totally optional, but I like to take a torch and just go around the top of the surface here and just pop the bubbles using the flame. And then allow this to sit at room temperature for about 10 minutes or so, maybe more depending on the temperature of your house. But you want this to just set with the slightest jiggle. In the meantime, as the coconut milk layer is setting, I'm going to make the coconut water layer. So in a pot, I'm going to add in some sugar, agar-agar powder, 1 pandan leaf, and then coconut water. This layer doesn't have any salt, so leave it out. Give this a stir and turn on the heat and allow this to come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, go ahead and turn off the heat, remove the pandan leaf, and let's see if the coconut milk layer is ready. The coconut milk layer should be just tacky. It shouldn't be completely set. The reason why is that you actually want the second layer to actually stick onto it. If it's completely set, then once you add in the second layer, it will have a tendency to separate as it cools. And same thing, I'm going to take a torch and just pop all the bubbles on the top here and allow this to sit at room temperature until it has completely solidified. Once it sets and firms up, I'm going to cover this with foil and I'm going to place this in the fridge overnight. Agar-agar sets pretty quick, but I'm going to let this sit overnight in the fridge and enjoy it the next day. Now, just for fun, I have this really cute bunny pan that I'm going to use to make jello with. So again, you could definitely use any mold or pans that you like to make this jello. You can also color the jello in different flavors or different food colorings to make it pretty festive. You can also add in some diced fresh fruits into each layer. My mom loves to also add in some diced coconut in here as well. So have fun with this jello and be as creative as you want. I made a small batch of the coconut water base and divide it amongst 3 bowls. I color one pink, the other blue, and the last one yellow. I place them into squeeze bottles and I'm going to use them to fill in the ears, eyes, nose, and lips. So this is just me having fun. If you have a really cool silicone mold or pan that you want to use, feel free to use it. It's been 24 hours of letting the jello sit in the fridge. I'm going to go ahead and remove it and cut it into chunks. Using my hands, I like to move the jello just so that I know it's released from the pan here. And then I'll flip it over and use a small spatula to kind of help release the edges out of the pan and onto a cutting board. You could definitely use any knife you want to cut the jello. I'm using a crinkle cutter knife here just to give it some texture and cut it into chunks. You can cut it bigger, smaller, whatever size you like. and the Jello should look something like this. It has a really firm but kind of bouncy texture. It's not too sweet and full of coconut flavor. That is it for today's video. If you want the full written recipe, I do have the link down below in the description box so that you can give it a try. This recipe is super straightforward, very easy, and also super fun to make with your loved ones or your kids, and for any holidays or parties that are coming your way. Other than that, I wanted to show you the bunny one that I finished. This is what it looks like. Super cute. So have fun with it. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. That's super fun.